And he's got intense energy, like he's on meth.
I mean, I've never met a homeless
something.
person that didn't have intense energy.
Intense.
Oh! Nice. That's it right there.
Welcome back to another episode of Ramping Up with Fiona Colley
and Matt Taylor.
All right. Have you been? I haven't seen you in forever.
I've been good. I was in Denver this past weekend with Rodney, and that was fun. I feel like Denver is the most passive-aggressive city there is.
Yeah, it's confusing. The comedy is really good, but like the people.
It really is confusing because the comedy crowds are like the best and some of the best in the world, but then like the people that work at places in Denver are like very passive-aggressive. Like the hotel we were staying at. Like I lost my my key card, and I had to go back downstairs and get it, or like get another one, and like she's kind of just like pissed that she has to do it in the first place. And like as soon as she hands it to me, I'm like, thank you, appreciate that. And as I'm walking off, she's like, yeah, try not to lose this one. I'm just like,
bro,
yeah,
Hilton.
And then because like that's like when we went to Denver, remember
how could I forget?
The coffee shop?
Yeah.
So Brady, I don't know if you've heard this story, but we went to Denver for her friend's baby shower, and we go to this coffee shop, and we order or whatever, and they're kind of just like, I don't know, real crunchy granola.
A lot of beanies and mustaches.
Yeah. This guy is exactly, have you ever seen Hall Pass? Mm-hmm. He's exactly like the guy that has the crush on the Australian girl that works at the coffee shop. He also works there.
Oh, yeah, the guy from Drunk History.
Yes, that guy. This guy has that same vibe, but a little fancier, so he got a little sugar in his britches, So, anyway, we order coffee, and they bring them out, and they're like these giant mugs with like little tiny handles, which, for Sweet Baby is a nightmare.
Yeah, I got retard fingies.
Okay, I did not say that. So she has these retard fingies, and no, she doesn't. She has perfectly regular fingies.
There you go. All right.
Anyway, yeah, I'm getting away from it.
That was my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I get these coffees, and like it's gonna be hard to like handle. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go get like a to-go cup, and I walk up to like where the coffee place is. There's like this glass partition that you can't really see, and then there's a bunch of to-go cups. So I just like, I'm standing there like nobody's helping, so I just go to like grab one, and then like as soon as I touch it, this dude pops out of nowhere, and he's like, "We like to ask before we touch, friend." And it like caught me so off guard. I'm just like, I like laugh because I'm like, "What'd you say?" He goes, "I said we like to ask before we touch, friend." Like just in that cadence, I'm just like, I just take the cup and just like.
He goes, "That was a red choice."
Yeah, he treated me like a child. He's like, "Dude, does that look like a green choice to you or a red choice?" I went back to the table. I was like, "You're gonna have to drink in that stupid ass cup." Sorry, Fiona. Dude, got my ass.
No,
but it's just like
he took a cup. He did the right thing.
I should have knocked him over, cause like that's like a crime I can afford. It's like you have to pay for all those paper cups. I'm like, all right, I can. That's what.
Paper cups
$2.30?
are a little more expensive.
Yeah. I just punch him like, for the turtles, and they're like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand it either.
Can we talk about the turtles for a sec?
Yeah, you're a big straw enthusiast.
Bro, I've been scared to speak up on this matter. No, the whole like getting rid of straws to save the turtles, I know it's like pissed a lot of people off, but like it has really fucking pissed me off because like I don't know if you've noticed, disabled people love straws. because
Yeah.
it is hard to like lift a cup without spilling it, right? And
Yeah.
so now I'll go to restaurants and I'll be like, hey, can I get a straw? And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have them. The turtles. Why do turtles have a better fucking standing in society than disabled people
That is
do?
crazy.
I also,
So like you
yeah.
use straws a lot, like the paper ones. I've used them a very few times because I'll drink out of a dirty glass. I don't give a shit.
That's
But-
not my problem. I can't do it.
Like,
It's
do
a
they
matter-
just disintegrate or
Oh,
like
you mean?
they have paper straws, but when you
Yeah, I
use them, you just
fucking
don't.
hate
they're
those.
not the same.
I'll use it though, but like I have to go through a bunch because I'm always using a straw, even when I'm not drinking anything. No.
What?
got that.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm on tonight.
Who are the turtle enthusiasts that are pushing this narrative?
I think it is correct to be worried about the environment. We're kind of fucked. A lot of bad stuff has happened. But I find it crazy that we're going to start with straws. Like that, shut the fuck up. Also,
Someone's like, I don't even know where to start, and someone's like, I do.
What have the turtles ever done for us? Why do we care so much about saving them?
Well, there's a conspiracy theory that we're riding on a universe on the back of like a multi-dimensional turtle.
Is that a conspiracy theory or just like a Salvador Dali painting?
That might just be like a bad trip. That someone's
yeah,
like, I
I
figured
don't
it out.
really. Anyways,
Yeah,
fuck
sorry.
that. Bring the straws back. Save the environment. But don't take my straws from me.
Yeah, and a further step, I think we should refuse 6-pack plastic pieces together.
Like,
Damn it! How long did we make it before I bombed on this fucking
7 minutes
podcast?
and 50 seconds.
People try to cut them.
That's the new
They're
record.
uncuttable. Okay, get
Oh.
it. Sorry. That was my bad.
Maybe before we stop humans from using straws, we need the turtles to stop using them.
Yeah. Why
Yeah, what are
did
these? What are these turtles using these straws for anyway?
Big Coke problem.
Yeah,
I think that's a joke I've heard before.
yeah.
I think ice.
Just cut that out or like put copyright over. Brady's like, what do you guys think I can do with this podcast? You ever just clip out everything?
I'm like, Brady, make it look like I'm walking around the room right now.
So I haven't seen you in a while, and you've had a lot of big news.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
signed with an agency.
Yeah,
They've been crushing and
Yeah.
doing such a good job. So my tour is, we're starting to plan it again. I'll be really hitting the road hard in May.
all right. What are we gonna talk about
You
today?
would do a question just to
You want to go ahead and hit a
us-
question?
Get us all.
A little pop.
Yeah,
Get the motors running.
yeah.
Juices going.
Mm.
Water flowing.
Ramp us up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was going. That's
Yeah.
smart. We should call the podcast that.
I'll kill you right now.
Let's start with how did you guys meet?
How did we
Ah.
meet?
Well.
Yeah, I mean, I here in the comedy scene in Nashville, we met in the comedy scene here in Nashville. Yeah, I saw another man
Really?
carry her up on stage, and I was like, I bet I could do that.
And then
And
he
look at me now.
couldn't.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I blew my knee out.
No, we were both comedians, and we were like kind of friends, not like super close, but we were friendly.
I would say acquaintances.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. For a couple years, and then there was a Don't Talk comedy show in Nashville.
Oh,
We
yeah.
both got booked on, but I have like a 2-wheelchair system where I have one at my house and one in my car so I can drive places and have a chair with me, but one of my chairs is broken. So I needed a
Yeah.
ride. I didn't know anyone else really on this show.
Yeah, so I go pick her up, and I'm like loading her in the car, and or loading her in the car. I'm like loading the wheelchair in the
Fold
car
me up, put
and
me in the
getting her
trunk, you
in
know.
the car.
Just girl stuff.
So I get her folded up, and she's got the wheelchair was running low on battery, and so she's taking a charger with her, and I set the charger like on the hood of my car to like load in the wheelchair, and once we get in, we're driving, we head to this show. I mean, we get on the interstate the show's what, like 20 minutes away. So, we get on the interstate and everything, and then I pull in and I park, and like as I'm like pulling her chair out, I like look up, and the charger to her chair had like slid off and like got wedged into like the gap between the window and the trunk, which is her only chair charger. So she would have been immobile. Like it clung on the whole way. Like we were on the interstate cutting, bobbing, weaving in between people, and it was on the whole time.
Yeah, Matt has like really bad road rage, so he kind of drives like an asshole
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's the only time like I snap is on the road. But I also have really bad ADD, and so that was like our first hangout. As I almost ruined a good week out of her life.
Oh my god, yeah.
So that's how we officially met.
Initially, yeah.
like,
But
hung
then I wasn't even talking about that time. We
Oh,
got
no,
booked,
yeah.
yeah. So we both get booked on the same show, and my jersey
Yeah.
broke, and I needed a ride to the show.
Right.
Matt offered to come get me, so he did, and we were early. But at Don't Tell comedy shows, generally it's a BYOB type thing. So we go by a gas station and grab a 12-pack of PBR or
This is
something.
Miller Lite. You don't have to
Okay.
shame me like that.
Of Natty Light. And he was like, I was Natty Light in college.
All right, you're riffing.
Yeah, anyways, so we park in the parking lot, and we had never really, like, talked a lot.
No.
Yeah,
just-
we're, like, drinking beers in the parking lot before the show, and it was, like, very fun.
Yeah, we had we're just cracking cold ones. Pre-gaming. So our first hang was a pre-game. It's pretty cool. A
Did you
comedy
say
pre-game.
cracking cold ones?
Yeah. Is that like not what it means?
No, it's just, okay.
It's like another term for necrophilia.
Ew.
I get it. Leave that in. No, we're cracking cold ones. We're throwing them back. We're having a good time. And
Like a bad script.
yeah, we're cracking. I'm just trying to be cool on this podcast.
Not worrying.
Trying to think of things that sound cool.
It's terrible.
So
He wasn't talking like that this day, I swear.
Yeah,
and
normally
we
just
go
is-
inside, we do the show. Everyone at the show wants to like go to this local bar, which is like, ugh.
this story is getting longer by the minute.
Yeah, I hate it.
So this is how we met. So it
the
matters.
truth is, we've never met.
This is our first time meeting, even after the first podcast. Anyway, so we don't. There's this bar that like everybody goes to. It's fun. It's all right, but it's really like a hectic Lakeside.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like if you're not in the mood to go to Lakeside, you don't go to Lakeside.
Yeah, you
For a
go
different
to
vibe. We're
Lakeside
trying to chill.
get like fucked up and maybe fight in the bathroom.
Yeah, dude. Some dude got aggressive with me. They thought I was on doing cocaine in the bathroom and at Lakeside, and they tried to approach me afterwards. I just have allergies. Like I was just in the bathroom sniffling, and this guy comes up. He goes, "What's up?" And I'm just like, "What's up?" He goes, "I was in the bathroom too." I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "What's good?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I just have allergies." He goes, "All right."
Okay, can we get back to that?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we don't
So-
go to Coke Bar. We go to Fat Bites in Nashville. It's like a chill place. They have like writers rounds and stuff, and we just like grab some food and some beers and some drinks and just sit out on this patio and talk for like
3 hours.
I was gonna say 2.5, but yeah, I'll go 3. And
Oh my god.
and we just like we have like a very in-depth conversation about like everything she's going through and things that I'm going through, AIDS, and I don't know. It was just a very like she was both of us were single and like I had a Hinge account.
I thought he had a girlfriend the whole time, so I was
Yeah.
being like very like, haha, friend.
Yeah. And then she was like trying to help me out with my Hinge account or something.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
yeah, these
then
photos
I
suck.
was like, you have a Hinge. I realized he was single. And I was like, show me your Hinge. And I high-key was trying to sabotage him. Because I was like, I was fair game. I was like, you should only post photos with no hat on.
I was like, so does this look good?
I'm like, and put that you're actually like 5'4", so they're really shocked when they meet you.
Oh, they're like, oh, whoa, I thought you were 5'4". You're clearly 5'5". Yeah.
Anyways, that for me.
And I was trying to help her out with hers. I was like, dude, do you think you could be sitting in 2 wheelchairs?
I didn't need help.
No, yeah, you were crushing.
Yeah, I'm crushing
Crushing D
puss.
on, yeah. What? That's for another episode.
Okay.
So that's our first date. It was very cute, and it was a very, very awesome first
That wasn't
date.
our first date. That was just when I realized I liked you.
Yeah.
And you absolutely did not like me yet. There's no fucking way. You said I was pretty, probably.
Yeah, that's your. Well, after that night, like when we talked that long, this was like, oh, she's pretty and interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Like we talked so in depth, and like you actually cared to listen about like my stuff I've got going on, which most people just, they're very wrapped up in themselves. And
Dismissive.
somebody who has something, disease like yours, you would think they would be like, yeah, good for you or whatever, but you really cared, and I felt so seen.
Oh.
So that was cool. That meant a lot to me, and that's when I think we're on the same timeline of like when we started liking each other, and then our first date.
Well, no. So then
yeah.
we started like making sketches together. And for me, I think I kept trying to push that we need to do this because I wanted to spend more time around you. And so we were doing that, and they were good sketches, I think.
Yeah.
I liked them. And
You've
then,
changed.
yeah. And then I got my biggest opportunity I gotten in comedy that thus far. I got to open for Bob the Drag Queen, and I had to do 25 minutes, and it was the longest I would have ever done. I was very fucking nervous. And it was the day of Matt came over, just sat there and kept making me run my set to him over and over again.
Yeah, it sounds romantic, but it was really do it again.
No. After he hit me, it really
Yeah, every time she would mess up a line, I don't know. I don't want to joke on that.
Okay. My bad.
Maybe.
Yeah, and so I thought that was very sweet, but he had a show that night, so he couldn't actually come to Zany's to watch it. So, I've been drinking. You raised your hand?
I was there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Aww.
Me and Chloe with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
In my all green outfit.
God.
Shut up. I've been drinking, obviously, so I was a little tipsy, but Matt came at the end of the last show, after it was done.
Yeah.
And Lucy, who was the booker of Zany's, is a friend of mine, too. She was like, hey, Matt, can you drive me and Fiona home? You can just drop her off first. because Lucy like lived on the way to where Matt was, and Matt was like, sure. And so we got in the car, and Lucy ran inside saying he was grabbing their drink. And I was like, hey, actually drop Lucy up first. I'm not like done hanging out. And you were like, okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's all coming
And
back.
so then we dropped Lucy off. And the moment she got out of the car, I looked at Matt and I was like, so do you think I'm pretty?
And at this point, I was like, oh, damn, she's going through it. And I was like, yeah, I think you're pretty.
I was like, cool. Do you think I'm hot?
And I go,
No,
yes.
you took a long, you were like,
It
yeah.
didn't take that long.
Oh, it felt like an eternity.
What's a tough?
And then I was like, okay, I'm going to say something. And if you don't feel this way, let's pretend I never said it. And I was like, but I like you. And then he was like, obviously I like you too. And I
Yeah.
was like, obvious too.
You think I've been doing sketches this whole time because I thought they were funny? They are funny. You need to go check them out. They're very funny.
Yeah.
And
Then
that's
we went
oh.
back to my house and
Yeah.
watched
we, Down for Love.
Down Below.
Down for Love.
And then I tried to get him to make out with me, and he refused to kiss me because he said I had been drinking.
Yeah.
He's gay.
I just, damn, I'm going to get cooked. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if we were going to kiss, I want our first kiss to be, like, sober.
Cute.
I'm about to quit this podcast.
Yeah, it's cute. We love him.
So we just had sex. We did not kiss. That is way too intimate. No, so the next day.
I texted you. And I said,
No, because we talked about a first date that night. And I was like, well,
yeah,
how about tomorrow?
and you didn't follow up. No. And then I texted you and I said, so when are you taking me on a date?
Ah.
Yeah, all of this was me being pushy. Matt didn't.
I don't remember
me.
moments. I just remember vibes. That's my problem.
Oh my God.
But anyway, we're like, all right, we'll go on a date tonight. Anyway, I'm like, yeah, say less. I'ma scoop you.
And he came and picked me up. I was real nervous. And we go outside to go to the car. And
I was nervous.
The moment we get outside, I go, oh, it's disgusting out here.
No. That's not even the line. You go, it's gross out here. And I go, you're gross out here. And then I gave her a kiss. It makes no sense.
Before the date?
Yeah.
I laid it on. I was like, let's go ahead.
I was panicking.
What a rascal.
Yeah.
Before the fucking date. And then...
You know, you gotta.
No,
I didn't want to get too full of
Shut
herself.
up
So
with your Riz. I'm gonna tell the truth. So then we go on a date to a brewery down the street. It was great. The check comes out and he goes, "You shut the fuck up. I tell this part." The check comes out and he goes very seriously. He goes. He's looking at what credit card he is. He goes, we talked about comedy. You think this is a write-off?
on our first date, I was like, yo, you know this is a tax write-off, right? And
And that's
And
when
it's
I
been-
knew.
yeah, that's when I knew too.
I
It's just a series of Matt fucking up. And
No.
it worked out.
I go, yeah. Yeah, like I go, you know, this is a tax write-off, right? She goes, what? I go, can I see your card?
So next question, Fiona, what happened to you that makes that work?
Well, here's the thing. Luckily, she had a string of horrible boyfriends. So me just seeming halfway decent, she was like, that's the one.
Yeah, life
the
is
one.
long.
You don't piss
You
in
better
jars, do you? I
act
was like, not anymore. What's up?
Nice.
I go, just water So that's that's how we met.
Fucking insane.
And it's been a lot of
God, that story was
a lot of business
painful.
dinners ever since.
That story was hard to get through.
I thought we got through it pretty good.
Matt, did you know that was gonna work?
I was so I had just gotten out of a long relationship, and I was kind of like back on like I'm not looking for anything. It's that cliche. When you least expect it, like everybody always said that to me. I was like, I'll cut you. Don't ever say that to me, and it's true. I was so far away from even looking for a relationship, and I thought she was very pretty, and then when we had that talk, I thought she was very very raw, real, cool.
Don't
we
say
cut that
raw
out.
when you're talking about me.
I thought she was just a raw dog, like a very cool person. No, let me.
That's what that means.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm sweating in my hoodie. She's great. I mean, you guys have known her.
Well, that's also, I think, like, when you're in the field that we're in, I mean,
Yeah.
people pop at different times, right?
Wait,
and
what?
like pop, like blow up.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like comedy couples. That was another like big thing
No,
that I
I
had
don't give
initially.
a fuck about that.
Yeah, that good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I never
I
really
was
cared.
like, it never work. I was like, comedy couples never work out.
Well,
And-
I'm like,
But then I realized we're both like normal people
yeah,
for the most part. We get the zoomies every once in a while. We get ramped up.
we're not fucking normal, dude.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, well, let me say this. This leads to that. Everyone in this industry, like, people pop at different times. As in, like, they, like, blow up online or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not alone in this kind of fear, but, like, I always hoped if I ever did pop that I would have met someone before then. 'Cause I feel like once
You
you're
still
like,
got time.
what? I'll kill you. Are you trying to piss me off today? It's
No,
working.
we're riffing, right?
And
And I had already popped, so Jathan.
Jathan.
Yeah, okay. I mean, at that point, I think I had like 16.
this whole podcast is just you finding a way to bring Jathan up.
Yeah. I'm like, guys, are you serious right now?
Took 2 episodes.
Yeah.
No, but my point is I like wanted to make sure I found someone before then. I mean, I figured I wouldn't, nor did I think I would ever actually pop, but I'm very grateful I met you before I did because
Yeah.
I think it would be very hard to like figure out what was authentic and what was just like clout chasing, you know?
Yeah. Did you feel you were gonna pop when you started?
No.
Because it's been a pretty wild ride so
Yeah.
far. You know?
And we got together before really anything.
Yeah, I mean, you
happened.
were just getting into Zanies. I mean,
Yeah.
the night that you were with, because Bob the drag queen, the night that we talked or whatever, that was like your first feature gig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you crushed.
Yeah, and we're about 9 months in when I went on Kill Tony.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so it's just funny because, like, there has been a lot of, like, online chatter about you being after me for that stuff, and I'm like, he cashed in
Nah,
way
those are just my
before.
burner accounts that catch you slipping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but Brady was trying to insinuate, I think, like, how do you deal with all the attention I get? Like, not about comedy, but about, like, people being pervy.
Like your babies and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm chill, dude.
Really interesting answer, thank you.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. I see the comments, but I locked it down. That God, I felt cooler in my head.
Yeah.
Try again.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You're doing a voice.
Oh, is it the voice?
You're doing a voice.
No, be real.
Like, do the comments bother me?
Like, what? If they don't, then why
I guess
don't
more
they?
specifically, like some of the
If they bother, the ones that
some of
bother
the more
you bother
aggressive-
me.
Some of the more, not really online. I mean, like in person, people
Oh.
say shit to her face. Or,
Dude,
like,
people say
try
weird
to,
shit to me in person. Like that one guy. What did he say at Cap City?
Oh, about my boobs?
He was like, "Hey, why don't you tell your fiance to come take a picture of you and your future fiance?"
Oh,
And I'm like, "What the
yeah.
fuck, dude? That's
Yeah.
what you?" He's like, I mean, I get it. They're trying to be funny in like a weird, kind of creepy way, but
And I remember after one show, it was me and Matt and this guy that came to the show. He was just talking to him, and I was not. I was in a different conversation. But he said to Matt, he was like, "Yeah, I was looking for hours online trying to find those leaked nudes of her."
oh yeah, I'm like, all right, dude, that's cool, man. I said, me too.
Matt
Yeah.
leaked them.
People have said weird shit to me before. Just
Dude, there
because
was-
I'm another guy that's around.
Wait,
This
what?
is exactly how I handle it. Sorry, just to kind of
Yeah.
give a blanket of. So we were doing a show in Austin, and we were in the green room, and Fiona was like, "Hey, Matt, can you get me a Red Bull?" And this other guy was like, "Oh no, I'll get the Red Bull," and I was just like, "Okay." So I let another man buy my girl a Red Bull, and like. She's on stage and I'm out there watching it, and he's out there, the guy that bought the drink, and he's like, "Yo, real talk, would you smash?" And I go, "I already am." He goes, "What?" He goes, "That's your." I was like, "That's my girlfriend." He goes, "That's your girlfriend?" He's like, "Why'd you let me buy her a drink?" I was like, "So I didn't have to." I'm a
bought all the
business.
other ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tax write-off. It's a free drink. Like, I'm seeing a pattern I don't like in myself actually right now. So,
So when we were in Knoxville, someone said something to me that don't tell in Knoxville, and they asked me if I was the boyfriend because y'all weren't engaged yet,
yeah.
and I was like, oh no, he's not here right now, but we like him, and I looked
Aw.
at him like this. And
That's
he was
sweet.
Like, okay, yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
That show I felt really sick at.
yeah.
And that guy is in the trunk of my car right now. Let's bring him in.
Our
Jeremy,
first
come
guy. Yeah, that's very funny.
Thank you, Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But that's
there's a lot of
I'm glad-
crazy.
I know, this is stupid, but I am glad that you're like around because it gives me like that ammunition to get people to not be creepy. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Brady was my friend.
Oh, if I was a
way
bad dude, you'd be like,
before-
you should go holler at her. You know, like.
Oh,
thank you.
oh, no, that's fair. No, Brady was around when I was single and doing comedy and going out, and shit got scary sometimes because, you know, I'm
So that
insane.
leads me to my next
Willy
question.
scary.
What are your favorite? This is from Instagram actually. What are your top 10 favorite things about your producer / friend?
Damn. 10?
This is from Instagram.
What are our top 10 things about our favorite producer, Brady?
Top 10 favorite things about your producer / friend Brady.
Your favorite
That's-
friend?
yeah, for-
Your favorite
Friends.
producer, friend / Brady.
From the internet.
The
Ooh.
internet asked that? Interesting. I did not see that one.
Yeah, it's. I have a live feed pulled up.
We have a live feed,
Yeah, they're watching us right now.
and they asked that question on Instagram.
100%. They just commented again and said, "Answer."
Oh, okay.
Answer
man.
now or Brady will be sad.
I mean, our producer, friend / Brady is just, he's a good dude. He's a solid man.
Yeah, I've known Brady for
He's a-
almost
he's a-
10 years.
Yeah. I feel like I've known Brady for 10 years.
Oh,
We're boys.
cute.
Yeah.
We're zoomed in on Butler.
Yeah.
I did actually write that question down.
Oh, okay. I would have never thought.
Yeah, I made that one up.
Well, next question. Everybody got the sniffles right now, right?
No, it's just
Is it just me reverberating off these walls? I'm like, oh shit, y'all got them too?
Rudest motherfucker I've ever met.
Golly, that guy was ready to go.
Okay, Brady, what's next?
What a hell to be trapped in, though, if that's like your pet peeve. 4-hour flight, just no headphones, me going...
That's my life I'm trapping myself in.
Oh, that's hurtful. Seriously,
Do you guys
though.
think there's a certain mood you have to be in to flesh out bits?
To do what?
Like, write bits?
To flesh out bits?
Like for
Oh. A mood? Yeah. But also, like, I find just living life is the best
Oh
way
my god.
to figure it out.
I just get high and I wake up with epiphanies.
Okay, she does not wake up with a bit every night she goes to sleep.
Yes, I do. I shoot straight up.
She woke up.
Matt wakes up and I'm standing over him.
Yeah, it's just throwing punchlines at me.
I don't throw punches. I throw
Punchlines. Oh, God.
Yeah. It's
Ugh.
terrible. That guy definitely wears a fedora.
I don't throw punches. I throw punchlines.
He throws like a card at you for some
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
I don't know. That's the sound I think people make when they throw cards. Yeah.
a pre-show ritual or mantra?
Panic attack, go on stage. That's my pre-show ritual.
Celsius and vodka soda. That's it.
That's a good answer.
It's pretty good. I stand by mine. That's literally... You guys, you see me when I'm about to go up. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just in the corner by the door. It's like they're all going to laugh at you.
Hear about a time where you told a joke that flopped, but you think deserved a little more love.
Oh, Den on a plane.
I agree.
I cannot understand why. Maybe now's a good time. Plane jokes are back. Plane jokes are back, baby. So the whole joke is like I was getting on a plane and I saw a dent like on the front of the plane, which is and like nobody really thinks anything about it. But it's like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that is.
Because it's like you see a dent on a car, you're like, nah, that happens. You don't really think anything about it. You see a dent on a plane, you can't stop thinking about it. How did that dent get on that plane? Was it up there? Was it down here?
I heard him tell that bit one time. Silence, and I
Just people are
giggle.
like, what?
I think that's funny.
is.
It's a good concept.
I've told it like 5 times and it bombs every time. I'm like,
I
It's
mean,
a good time to do it.
complete
Yeah.
silence. Yeah.
because it's
Good
like,
point,
and they're like,
Brady.
oh, more people dying or more people, there's more car crashes than there are like plane incidents. I'm like, that's because there's more cars. Yeah. Also, a fender bender in a car, you're fine. A fender bender on a plane, you're dead.
You times 200.
Like, what did you hit in the air? I don't know. Maybe I'm scaring the crowd. Maybe that's the problem.
Dude, I was thinking about the first joke I ever wrote, and I know what it is. It's not very good. It's ladies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's how I start out all my bits.
The easiest way to tell if your guy's a feminist or not, use their restroom. If they have one ply toilet paper, they do not respect the pussy.
I feel like that's pretty good.
I think instead of respect the pussy, have like you make something more specific about like not respecting women. You know what I mean?
Oh, they do not think you should vote.
Hey, Yeah, we're workshopping.
Oh shit, Brady.
If they have 1-ply toilet paper, they do not think you should vote.
That's good.
Yeah.
Damn. Impossible.
Impossible. You're
For
a
a
lady.
plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Pumpkins are orange.
For now, some of them.
That's what they want you to. Big Halloween.
Oh.
I feel like
Are you big pumpkin? I think they're lying to us about these colors.
They were like, these orange ones are good.
I think that's a squash. No, orange pumpkin. Sorry, keep going.
Man.
Pumpkin squash.
Squash?
Plural for squash.
What do you call 2 pumpkins?
That's squash. Anyway.
Pump.
God.
Not saying that on air.
Worst
I'm not about to
dates.
bomb that hard. Worst what?
Worst dates. We're at 47 minutes.
Do you want to go first or me?
Yeah. I feel like yours
Mine's
would.
really dark.
Okay, I'll go jovial first. It's not even first date. It's the only time I ever had a one-night stand. The only time I ever did it. Swear to God. Never had another one. Just one. Just one. Never 2, never 3. I've only had one. I felt like that was going to go better. I don't like how you'll make sure I bomb. That's fucked up. Both of you.
Nothing bombs on cat.
Yeah. So my first and only.
I thought you were slaying puss this whole time.
Yeah, but respectfully. So, yeah, I'm a 2-ply guy.
Thank you.
I used to work at this bar. I was a bar back, and I got off early, and this girl had been flirting with me, but I was working, and we were having a few drinks afterwards, and she wanted to take it back to her place, and I was like, all right, I'm a little loosey goosey. Let's go do it. So we drive back to her place, and we get in there, we get upstairs, we're fooling around, and then we do stuff, and we have sex, and
With your wiener?
with my wiener. I'm sorry you had to hear that. And we're laying there. She passes out,
Oh no.
and I felt so used. She said, "Money's on the dresser. See you later." And
we took different
she passes out.
avenues.
And I'm just laying there, and then she's just snoring. I'm like, do I want to stay here, And then I was like, I'm just gonna leave. So I put my pants on, and I'm creeping down the stairs, and I almost get to the bottom of the stairs, and I look over, and I see her dad sitting at a computer on his computer, and he just looks at me. Coming down the stairs, I just go, "Hey!" I was like, "My name's Matt. I was just taking Lindsay home tonight. She'd had a little bit too much to, and just wanted to make sure she got home safe. And anyway, it's good to meet you." And I stick my hand out, and he just looks down at my hand and looks back up at me, and just doesn't say anything. And I'm just like, okay. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. I'm gonna leave, so I just make my way to the door out of the kitchen, back door, and I can't figure out. I keep locking one lock and unlocking the other one, and unlocking and locking. I'm having a panic attack, freaking out. And finally, I hear him push his chair back and stand up, and I'm my back's to him. I'm just dude, he's gonna drop me. But instead, he just reaches right past me, just unlocks both of them, swings the door open, and as soon as I'm about to walk out, he goes, "By the way, I don't even," whatever he said, he goes, "Her name's so and so," and it wasn't Lindsay, the name I said.
A nightmare.
And I'm just sweating. And he goes, "Her name's so and so. Get the fuck out of my house." And I was just like, "Yes, sir. Yep. All right, I'll see you later." And I feel so bad because there's no telling what kind of like morning she had the next day.
Oh my God, Matt.
Just having to like come downstairs and be like, I'm not the sweet, precious angel you thought I was, Pops. Or whatever they said.
If I think you're like thinking about her morning after all that happening to you is so mad. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm like,
I mean, I'm fine. Nothing happened to me, but I mean, that's got to be some weird interaction between a father and a daughter the next day, you
I
know?
wouldn't know.
All right, so a father is. All right, so yeah, that was mine.
That's pretty horrific.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. But maybe if I
Okay.
was a better person and remembered people's names, I'd be all right.
Well, maybe if you was a better dad, you wouldn't have gone home with this. Sorry. It's kind of like my people's thing. Fatherless daughter. Okay. No?
That was a fatherful daughter. God dang it. Let's hear your story. I want to hear
I
this.
don't think it's gonna go well.
All right, well, try me.
I was 16 years old.
Do not want to hear this story.
And the night prior, I was like friends with this guy who was a DJ, but he also managed the rock climbing gym me and my friends would go to. But he was in his
He was
20s.
a rock climbing DJ.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I'm
sick.
pretty sick.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, his name was Matt.
That
Oh
checks
my
out.
God,
I'm like,
I forgot.
that. Yeah, Matts don't have a good rep.
Yeah, but he was the DJ at this club in Murfreesboro.
I
And
love this guy.
I had me and my friends, or I had a fake ID, and it doesn't matter. We all had fake IDs, and we went. But he was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll get y'all in the back door." So he got us in this club, and we're all fucking drinking, partying, whatever. I got shit faced. And you know, when you're fucked up and like your memory of stuff is a little off from reality. I got this guy's number, who I was like, yeah, I think he was really hot. You know what I mean? Like, you can't
Yeah.
picture it. We had been texting, and he was like, yeah, I want to take you to my pool and like have a pool day, we'll have beers, blah, blah. Word. I didn't know him, and I was like a little sketched about that, so I met him. I parked my car in my high school parking lot because there are cameras in the parking lot.
Smart.
So, yeah, which already that thought probably shouldn't go.
Yeah. If you're like,
Probably.
let me park my car where they can surveil it.
And find my friends, like sharing your location had just become a thing.
God,
and-
you're so much younger than me.
Uh-huh. You're a creep. Pervert.
What the fuck?
Got
Clearly you have a
it.
habit of that.
Yeah, it's true.
How old was this guy?
Like in his 30s. Yeah.
You were 16.
Yeah. So I didn't remember that. Okay, it gets way worse.
Did I know this
so-
whenever I said this dude rocks? Did you say he was 30 initially?
No, this is not
Okay.
the DJ. This is a random guy I met at the club.
Okay.
Or outside the club. Okay. This is so bad. Okay, so we meet in my high school parking lot. I get in his car, and I had told just my friend Chris. I told him where I was going. I told him his name.
Mhm.
Like, I just was like, one person needs to know. So I tell Chris, and I get in this guy's car, and the moment I get in, the door's locked, and I realize he lives in his car. This is a homeless man.
Where and he was raving at a
He was
DJ?
outside the club.
He couldn't even get in.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Y'all. Okay. Ooh, so the moment I'm like, and he's got intense energy, like he's on meth
I mean, I've
or
never met a homeless
something.
person that didn't have intense energy.
Intense.
Oh! Nice.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it right there.
Oh,
jeez.
man. Okay, so I'm like a little panicked, but don't want to cause a scene. Like, it's fine. And I realized I had to share my location thing. So I share it with Chris. And Chris, like, big dude, you know? So I was like, hey, I'm getting nervous. Like, I'm trying to be sly. Here's my location, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy was like, yeah, we're going to my apartment pool complex. You don't have an apartment. What the fuck are you talking about? So on the way to Murfreesboro, we pick up one of his homeless friends. That's me and two 30-year-old homeless dudes.
Good Lord.
This is the guy where he goes, I gotta make one stop before we get beer. Pulls into a plasma bank. Goes inside. Him and his friend donate plasma to get
good on
beer
them,
money.
man. Saving the country.
Yeah. We get beer, and I'm kind of being like, it's getting late. Like, I'm trying to be like, I need to leave. And then obviously they're breaking into a pool apartment or apartment
That's
pool
so sick.
place. And like they're fucked up. I'm not drinking because I'm very stressed out and I don't want to be here. And there's like a family at the pool. It's like, what the fuck? They're fucked up and like throwing chairs in the pool and like, yeah. Breaking beer bottles and stuff. To where, like, people were calling the cops, I think, in the apartment complex. And I'm like, hey, my mom texted me, I really gotta get home, blah, blah, blah. She expecting me in half an hour. Like, I'm trying to be like, gotta go. And because I kept saying I had to go, this guy took my phone from me.
Oh, my God.
And now I'm like for real panicking. And he was like, fine, like I'll take you home, blah, blah, blah. We get in his car and he still has my phone, but Chris is watching my location, right? And I realized we were not headed towards Franklin. Like, I was like, we're in the country all of a sudden. This is not a back road way. Like,
Woodbury.
I don't know. He was taking me, like, the opposite direction. And I started getting really panicky, but thank God for Chris because he's watching my location. He's like, she's headed the opposite way. And I had just told him, I think we're about to head back. You know what I mean? Before the guy took my phone. And Chris starts blowing my phone up. And he's like calling over and over again. The guy sees Chris's name. And he's like, who the fuck is Chris? He's like screaming at me. And I was like, he knows your name. He knows what you look like. He has my location. He's waiting in my car for me right now. If you don't take me home, if I'm not back next however long, he's calling the cops, blah, blah, blah. And when I said that, the guy pulls over on the side of the road. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And he throws my phone like at the foot where my feet were on whatever. And turns the car around. We were going the opposite direction. I don't know where he was taking me. And he turns the car around. And he's fucking pissed. And they're like screamo music blasting the rest of the way. He's driving crazy. We pull up to the parking lot. Chris is like 6'4", big guy. And this guy was not that. And
Well, how tall would you say he was?
Like 5'9", 5'10".
It's pretty tall.
Okay, tall. I could have taken him. No, but Chris like comes up and immediately like pulls the guy's door open, and the guy's like yelling at Chris, and Chris like, she's fucking 16, like you're looking at the cops here right now, like all this shit, you know what I mean? Anyways, Chris saved my life that day.
Shout out Chris. I don't know if that's a story for the pod or a story for the authorities.
That guy's probably dead now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And do you have a message to the...
Yeah. And that, kids, is how I met your mother.
Ah, man. Go with your fucking gut. Like, I should have
Go with your
known
gut.
immediately when I was like, me getting in this guy's car should be on camera, right? Like, that's a crazy thing to think. You always know.
Yeah.
Just believe yourself. That's been like a theme throughout my entire life.
Go with your gut.
Like, I didn't get diagnosed till I was 18 because I didn't believe what I knew to be true. Like, it's always true. You know yourself best. Go with your gut. Like, listen to yourself. Ask questions.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm terrified for young women.
Yeah.
That one was kind of on me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a lot of choices to get there.
What were you wearing? All right. All right.
Christ.
Was that good or bad?
No, that was a good. That was a story for sure. Good Lord.
Cross out worst date.
Yeah.
I'm not sure either of you shared one of those.
Yeah. Neither one of those were a date. Mine was close, I guess. All right.
You want to talk about Jathan, Matt?
Do I have to?
I want to hear. I don't even think you and I have talked about fucking Justin Bieber putting in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, yeah, Justin Bieber shared my joke on his story, which was nuts, and which is very cool and would have been very awesome if it was from my account. But he shared a joke that some other account had like spliced with some guy laughing his ass off the whole time. And like he's out there getting millions of views, and Justin Bieber's like, "Oh, this is a funny joke." I'm like, dude, if that had just been by my account, my life might have been different.
Holding you.
Yeah.
That should be me making you laugh.
Would have been one less lonely girl, you know?
Yeah.
One less lonely Jathan. That's what we can title this episode. Please? I think we should go with your gut. For sure. Because you went with your gut. What else?
You think I have a gut?
All right, do you want to wrap this episode up?
What? I think I need another beer for the Patreon of it all.
Yeah, I'll take a beer for the Patreon.
Yeah, thank y'all for listening to episode 2 of Ramping Up. If you're a real fucking one, you would also grab a beer and join us over at our Patreon.
Patreon.
Sorry.
Yep. Patreon is Ramping Up Pod.
Did we do a clap in the beginning of this?
No.
We do right now.
Yeah.
Do
All
it.
right. Hang on. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank y'all for watching. We're going to get the clap going.
We're ramping up. We're ramping up. Oh, we're ramping up. We're ramping up.
Shut up.